Good morning from Giza, Egypt. I am here with EF Ultimate Break on their Egypt and Jordan tour, and it is day 3, our first full day of 2 in Egypt. I am super excited to get out and explore. I got in pretty late last night. Well, not too late. I had dinner and stuff. A lot of people got in way later, but late enough that I didn't get to do anything other than eat and shower. So I am super excited to get out and explore the city today and meet everyone else that I didn't get to meet at dinner tonight or last night. It's 6 in the morning. I'm still a little tired. I slept through the night, so my plan to beat jet lag went well, but or at least so far. We'll see how I feel today. But we are going to the Grand Egyptian Museum. We're going to Old Cairo, which I'm super excited about. I never thought I would come to Egypt, much less go explore Cairo, because it seems like such a chaotic city. Like, I was like, if I ever come here, I'm gonna go see the pyramids and go, like, get out of Cairo. So I'm excited to see the city today. It should be fun. And our tour director mentioned the pyramids, but I think we're doing that tomorrow, which will be in next week's video probably. And she said the Citadel, which I don't know what that means, but I'm excited. I don't really know much about Egypt outside the pyramids, so I'm excited to learn about. And we met our tour director, Dahlia, last night, and she is like the most passionate lady about Egypt ever. So I think she's really gonna make us fall in love with Cairo. She says that Cairo is the worst part of Egypt, but it has a lot of cool stuff hidden within it that she's gonna show us, so I'm really excited to see that. It's like 6:15 right now. We're gonna get ready and go get breakfast. We have to meet in the lobby at 7:30, which is super early, but our tour director said the earlier you get going in Egypt, the better chances you have of beating all the crowds and all the other tour groups. So that's fine with me. I hate the crowds. If I was alone, I'd be getting up this early anyway, so I'm excited to see the city today. I will take you guys along with, and yeah, it should be fun.
Saladin and Richard the Lionheart. Lots of mosques over there. Can you see this? This is called the area of Islamic Cairo. And the two mosques over there, one to the left-hand side is the Mosque of Sultan Hassan. We're speaking more than 700 years old. The one adjacent in front of it, opposite to it, is the Mosque of Rifai, 200 years old, in which all of the royal family of the last king, King Farouk I, is there. Above all, he wanted it to carry his name so that nobody forgets his name. Only tourists know it by the name of the Mosque of Muhammed Ali. People call it in our country the Alabaster Mosque.
Hello from the Muhammed Ali Mosque. We are inside. It is actually just like the Blue Mosque in Istanbul. If you watched my Turkey videos, except it's better because there's no carpet and I brought socks this time, so it doesn't smell as bad as that one. If you know, you know. But it's absolutely beautiful here. I love this, and the courtyard is nice. It's beautiful. It's a little chilly today, but it's not that crowded. It's like 9:30 right now. Very pretty. Look at the ceiling. Yay! I love Cairo so far. So beautiful. I can't wait to see more. Okay, we just came out of the Hanging Church here in Cairo. It was our first stop in Old Cairo. So this church dates back to like the 3rd or 4th century. It's called the Hanging Church because, as I'll put in, it is sat on some old logs That's outside the courtyard. They basically had a hole from this old church. They put these logs on the hole and then built the church on top of that. So right now we're standing on top of a big opening in the ground, and that's why it's called the hanging church, because it's hanging on top of those old logs. So very beautiful inside. Old, small, but very pretty. The courtyard is really pretty. It's still cold out. I have my jacket. I don't know if I said it yet, but it's the end of February here in Cairo, so it's like highs in the 60s Fahrenheit today. I don't know what that is in Celsius, but it's pretty nice in the shade. I definitely need my jacket, but in the sun it's really nice. And I don't know where else we're going, but we're hanging out in Old Cairo, I think, until lunchtime, so it's been pretty so far. Okay, hello. Hopefully you could see me. It's a little dark, but I thought this would be more fun than the hotel room. So after we left the hanging church, we went to a Jewish synagogue. It was really pretty. We couldn't take pictures or videos or anything inside, but it was cool. I also wasn't expecting to see a Jewish synagogue in the middle of Cairo, but after that we went to lunch. We got lunch by this lake in Cairo. This whole day was in Cairo. I'm still battling the jet lag a little, but so we went and had lunch by this lake. It was included. There was chicken, beef kebab, and mincemeat with some rice and french fries. As far as included meals go, I didn't think it was bad. So after lunch, we headed to the Egyptian Museum. The Egyptian Museum, not the Grand Egyptian Museum. Did not know that there was a difference, but there is. Apparently they're not very creative with naming their museums, but we went to the Egyptian Museum, which has, I think she said, like over 100,000 old artifacts. It was really cool to see. There's a ton of like things with like the hieroglyphic. My brain's really not helping me right now think of the names of all these things, but it was really cool. And you got to see like mummies and like sarcophagus. I don't know what the plural of that is, but yeah, it was really cool. We were at the museum for like 2 hours. It was pretty long, but it was really cool. Tickets for that were included, but if they weren't included, if I did my conversion rate, I believe they were only $1. It was super crowded, but it was really cool to see. We also got to see King Tut's, oh my gosh, what's it called? Where he was buried, and like this stuff, that his tomb and what they pulled out of his tomb. There were no videos or pictures in there, but it was cool. So I really liked that museum. And then after that, we went to a jewelry shop. I think a couple people did buy stuff. It was pretty expensive from what I've heard, but from what they sold us, real gold, sterling silver, and you could get like these little, like, I'm so bad with the names of these things, little things like with your name written in them in hieroglyphics. So that was cool. I didn't buy anything. I went to the souvenir store next door and spent $7 on some cheap souvenirs. So I've only spent $8 in Egypt so far, other than like tipping. So I got $7 worth of souvenirs at the little store. I got like a couple little bags. I got a little pyramid for my brother. I got a cool bookmark that shows you like the hieroglyphics on it and like translates it, so you could see like what hieroglyphics each English letter is. And then I got after the museum, we were walking out and I really needed a magnet, and this guy was selling magnets, and I was like, oh, okay, like let me look at him. And then I didn't really like any. He pretty much chased me to the bus, and eventually he was like, I will give you all these magnets for $1. And I was like cracking up, because like when I tell you he chased me, he literally chased me. It was the funniest thing. I was like, honestly, I support the hustle, and for $1, okay. So I've spent $8 so far on souvenirs, plus like some money in tips. But other than that, everything's been included. Last meals are included tomorrow, but dinner tonight, where we're heading soon, is included. It's at the hotel again. We ate at the hotel last night. It's just a buffet. Tonight is technically the welcome dinner. I wish it was something that wasn't the hotel buffet, but whatever. Try not to complain about the food. But yeah, it was a long day. I'm happy to be back to the hotel. It was a ton of fun. I didn't think I was gonna like Cairo as much as I did, and like obviously we just saw like the coolest stuff, so how could you not like it? But yeah, I had a really fun day. Tomorrow we are seeing the pyramids, which I'm super excited about, so I need to go get ready for dinner and go to bed because my brain is still a little jet lagged. But I will see you guys next week when I take you along with me to see the pyramids. Bye.